AI-driven innovation is fundamentally reshaping the insurance industry. Emerging capabilities like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and automation have transformed nearly every aspect of the insurance value chain and continue to create new and improved experiences for customers. Well, joining me today on the show is Adebowale Banjo, the co-founder and CEO of MyCover AI. Before embarking on the journey of building this AI-driven Insurtech company, he was the head of business development at Mall for Africa, an e-commerce platform. Thanks for joining me on the show today, Adebowale.
Thank you for having me.
So I guess a lot of people want to know, in layman's terms, what exactly is Insurtech, insurance technology?
In layman's terms, I would say insurance technology or Insurtech is the infusion of technology into insurance activities, right? Either to improve efficiencies or to improve the entire experience for customers.
Yeah, so when you say infusion of technology, like if I want to check the cost of my premium, I just go on a computer. That's using technology to check my premiums.
Yeah, so that's the basic form of it, okay, right? So you can access to insurance products leveraging technology platforms, but there's also technology on the side of the underwriters where they're able to make better decisions, leveraging artificial intelligence, deep data analysis, and all of that. Okay,
thank you. So what is it that you're doing differently that the insurance companies, the big insurance companies, for instance, in the Nigerian market are not doing? Why is Insurtech considered so disruptive to the ecosystem?
So the general idea is to bring more people into the insurance fold, right? And the legacy insurance companies have struggled with that. They focus more of their efforts on large corporates. So with Insurtech, what we are doing is we are widening, right, the size of the pie. So what we are doing is improving access to insurance products.
So if we're bringing more people into the insurance world, what is the current insurance penetration? I know insurance covers everything from medical, personal, and all that, but what are those figures like in Nigeria today?
So currently, insurance penetration in Nigeria is less than 1%. Across the continent is less than 3%. So the numbers are really low. And this also provides a big opportunity for Insurtechs, right, to deepen the market.
Okay, so help us dimension the solutions you're providing across different sectors. You could have home insurance, you have medical insurance, you have life insurance, there's political risk insurance. What exactly, where's the meat of this sector in the Nigerian or African market?
So I would say primarily now, the meat is around health and life insurance.
Okay.
Right? First, you look at the size of the population. In Nigeria, for instance, close to 200 million people or above 200 million people, depending on who you listen to. And then you look at a lot of those people are living, in poverty, right? So there's need for health insurance and life insurance. And I would say that's where the meat of insurance is right now.
Okay, so for in terms of the numbers, you've had a lot of investment flow into Insurtech. I know MyCover AI recently raised a couple
$1.25 million.
$1.25 million dollars, right, from venture capital investors. So it's clearly attractive. So where is the, in terms of returns for investors, what types of returns are we seeing in the Insurtech space, and how big is your ecosystem? Who are some of the other players? I mean, what types of services are they providing?
So in terms of returns on investment, so you look at the size of the African market, right? Last year it did about $81 billion, and it's expected to hit about 125.
In terms of revenues?
Yes, gross written premiums by 2028. So that tells you that, there's a huge market there in terms of just the size of the market and the potential for growth. And there's a lot of disruption happening in the space. So things around artificial intelligence, customer service driven, fraud detection and claims management solutions that help the overall case for insurance companies to streamline their processes. So there's that. And there's also just distribution around embedded insurance, which is where we currently play at the moment.
What's embedded insurance?
So basically that is layering insurance products into other services, right?
Such as?
So working with fintechs, for example, to layer health insurance. So they can also provide health insurance to their captive audience. Working with telcos to provide life insurance as small bites, right, to their captive audience as well. So the idea generally is in trying to bring more people into the fold, let them try insurance alongside products and services that they're already familiar with. That's the general idea.
So if you're planning to bring more people into the fold, what about the bottom of the pyramid, those who can afford the kinds of premiums that maybe those in the middle income or upper income segments would be? Do you have sort of micro insurance products?
Absolutely. You really can't drive insurance penetration in Africa without a focus of microinsurance. So on our own site, for instance, we have products as low as 850 naira per month in terms of health insurance, and you can contribute daily towards those, right? So the idea generally is wherever you are in life, right, insurance should be able to meet you there and provide that, financial stability that you need to at least make it to the next day.
Okay, so now we have sectors where the disruptors, like the technology-enabled or driven disruptors coming, and the bigger, more established players try and getting on a piece of the action. Are you getting approached by bigger insurance companies for collaboration, maybe M&A type transactions, or, is it a case of if we can't beat them, join them?
So I think what is happening now is a lot of the big companies are seeking to work with Insurtech. So we currently work with about 8 insurance companies in Nigeria, 8 of the leading insurance companies, and we have conversations with even more, right? So what I see is that a lot of these companies understand that to capture the retail market, you need to work with the Insurtechs, and they are willing, to put their support behind us. They are open to ideas now because it's clear that this market is about to take off.
So what sort of services are you providing that they are not able? I know you talked about the corporate, but are there other types of opportunities that consumers are seeing with you that they may not be seeing with the bigger insurance companies?
So the first thing to say here is that technology makes things cheaper, right?
Yeah.
So with technology, insurance companies are able to distribute their products cheaper and faster. And what that means is that we're able to price insurance products at a price point that the average consumer can afford. So that's a key differentiation, right? In terms of, one, we can reach more people at a cheaper cost, and that implies that the cost to the end user is also cheaper.
Okay, fantastic. So what can we expect from this landscape going forward? Partnerships with fintechs, partnerships with other types of technology-enabled businesses?
Absolutely. So for us, we are trying to work with everyone in terms of expanding this scope. So we're working with e-commerce platforms, telcos, banks, fintechs, and even people who work in traditional businesses. The idea, like I said, is to leverage this infrastructure that we have built, right, to enable insurance penetration to grow across the continent.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us on the show. That was Adeboale Banjo, CEO and co-founder of mycover.ai.